I would like to ask them to stand up and say hi to all of you. We have Mr. Wang Xiang, Senior VP of Xiaomi Global. Thank you, Mr. Wang. We have Mr. Wang Liming, VP of Xiaomi and Head of China Sales. Okay, this one might look familiar. We have Xiaomi India's GM, VP of Xiaomi, Mr. Manu Jain. Okay, and we have Mr. Liu Yi, Head of Xiaomi Global Sales. And finally, the very popular Country Manager of Xiaomi Indonesia, Mr. Stephen Shi. Okay, so I might not be as handsome as all of them, but let's take a look at Team POCOPHONE. So we are a very small team. It's the 8 of us. We look quite happy here because we wanted to show you something great. We grew up in places like Singapore, China, India, America. So we came from very, very different backgrounds. But we share one thing in common, and that is our passion for smartphone. We think we can contribute something different to the industry, and we are very happy that today we can show you the results. About 1 year ago, the 8 of us sat together and we started discussing about what the industry is up to. How is it going to develop? And we realized something. We realized that there are only 5 or 6 aspects of the smartphone that make up the essentials of it. And they are the camera setup, battery, design, display, and of course, the brain of a smartphone, its processor. Now, as competition becomes more fierce, as innovations becomes incremental, what you find is that more and more smartphone brands are providing features that may not be relevant to our users, but they certainly add to costs, which leads to this problem. There are more and more modern flagship smartphones that are becoming very expensive. Some of these smartphones are blowing past $1,000. Too many people, we think, could not afford flagship smartphones, and we don't think that is right. We think the problem lies in the fact that a lot of these smartphone brands are trying to build the jack of all trades. They are trying to build very well-balanced smartphones. But we know that in life, if we try to be good at everything, we end up not being best at anything. Which is why the POCOPHONE team focuses on innovations that truly matter. We are building products that deliver useful innovations to many, many more consumers. We've decided to take a different approach. We've decided to zero in on performance. Because performance matters. Speed matters. The ability to use your smartphones on a daily basis without lags matters. Now, let's see if some media agrees with us. Tom's Guide, a leading tech media publisher, says that in an age where Apple and Samsung are focused on making $1,000 models full of dubiously useful features, it's refreshing to see one company that actually listened to real-world users who don't give a beep about silly facial AR puppets. Let's see what our fan says. I like the one in the middle. I hope POCOPHONE will be the king of great smartphone in Indonesia. And I think we agree with that, don't we? So there's a lot of hype about us, and you guys are all here with us. So today I want to tell you that POCOPHONE Cinta Indonesia. And today is also a very special day, August 27th. If you remember, this is the 4th anniversary of Me Indonesia. So, we need to give some gifts, right? It's the 4th anniversary. So today, I'm very pleased to announce that it's coming to Indonesia. POCOPHONE F1 is truly the master of speed. So I'm very excited to show you and tell you why it is the master of speed from 3 angles: performance, camera, and experience. So let's start with performance. We've talked a lot about how we are zeroing in on performance, to be the best in performance, to be the king of smartphone in performance. So of course, with the first product, we should not compromise. We need to use the best of the best. So today, I'm very pleased to tell you that POCOPHONE F1 comes with the best Android processor in the world today, Qualcomm Snapdragon 845. And in the audience, we have Director of Qualcomm Indonesia, Mr. Shannon with us. Please say hi, Mr. Shannon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for partnering with us on our first product. Why is Snapdragon 845 the best processor in the planet today? It's because it uses the most advanced 10 nanometer FinFET architecture that gives you extreme management of thermal performance as well as great battery life. The CPU clocks at 2.8 gigahertz, the fastest in the industry. And of course, for all the gamers in the audience, the GPU is 30% more powerful than Snapdragon 835. This GPU makes your games fly. 30% improvement over Snapdragon 835. AI. In today's day, AI is becoming very important. And I'm pleased to say that Snapdragon 845 has 3 times the AI computational power compared to Snapdragon 835. So someone might say, okay, why is it the best Android flagship processor? Well, let's do some comparisons. Let's compare it to some other Android flagships out there, like the Kirin 970 or the Exynos 9810. You can see that on AnTuTu benchmarks, we are 36% better than Kirin 970 and 10%, almost 10% higher than Exynos 9810. But not just that. On GPU, we're a whooping 60% more powerful than Kirin 970 and another 30% more powerful than Exynos 9810. It's really that powerful. If these numbers seem a little bit confusing, hard to remember, there is one number that all of us should know. That is the AnTuTu score. The AnTuTu score captures all the aspects of the SoC and gives you an objective measure of how powerful it is. Of course, the higher, the better. So, we've now pulled out a couple of these Android flagships that are popular in Indonesia. We have the Oppo Find X, the Samsung Galaxy S9. They clocked 260,000 on AnTuTu. Pretty respectable. Probably some of the best scores you could find in the market today. But how about POCOPHONE F1, the master of speed? What do you think? Can we beat them? All right. Okay. Let's hear it. The AnTuTu benchmark for POCOPHONE F1 is 290,000, making it one of the fastest Android smartphones in the industry today. Well, we are the performance champions, so we're not going to stop here. We've realized that the typical flagship performance over time declines. Why is that? It's because when the CPU heats up, performance goes down. Hotter means slower. So we've decided to solve it. And for the first time ever, POCOPHONE F1 is introducing the solution to this problem. The liquid cool technology. Let's take a look at how it works. It's pretty cool. Now, we took apart the POCOPHONE F1. You can see this is the inside of the phone. You can see a pretty hot CPU running some intensive games. Now, we have designed a large copper heatsink that actually evaporates the heat into vapor, dissipates them throughout the phone's body, turns it back to the liquid, and spread it right back in. Through this new liquid cool technology, you get 300% faster heat transfer compared to the phones without. So what this means is that now you can finally enjoy what we call sustained peak performance. So this allows you to run your phone at top speed all the time. Let's once again compare to some other 845 flagships without this technology. You can see POCOPHONE F1 edges the other 845, running a series of very intensive tests. Now, we don't just beat them on this. What is more impressive is that you can see after running AnTuTu for 6 times in a row, the typical 845 flagship without liquid cool drops in performance, while the POCOPHONE F1 stays very cool and continues running at top speed. So we are very proud to tell you that POCOPHONE F1 has set a new performance standard with the fastest Android processor, Snapdragon 845, as well as the new liquid cool technology. All right. Pretty cool so far, yeah? All right, okay. Let's look at battery. Okay. The popular flagship smartphones today, what are their battery sizes? 3,000, yeah? Okay. Is that enough? No, right? Today, we're using smartphones 24 hours a day. You even go to your restroom with your smartphone. So how can 3,000 be enough? So we thought a lot about this problem. What should the battery size of POCOPHONE F1 be? 5,000 is a bit ambitious, right? Okay. Well, we've decided for the first flagship of POCOPHONE by Xiaomi, it has to come with 4,000 milliamp battery. This gives you full day battery usage under heavy usage. You don't have to worry about carrying a power bank anymore. Even though we love you to buy more Xiaomi power banks, don't we? Okay. All right, 4,000 milliamp battery for the gamers. 8 hours of full gaming experience. For the video lovers, 16 hours of full video watching. And for the music lovers, you get almost a full week of music listening time. That is how good 4,000 milliamp battery is. Of course, with a big battery, we come with Quick Charge 3.0. So this time, you can actually charge your battery in a very short period of time. This comes right in the box. Okay, with amazing processor, new liquid cool technology, huge battery, we have to give you the fastest in the market. So this time, the fastest LPDDR4X RAM, as well as UFS 2.1, the fastest storage in the market. 6 plus 128 GB. And we've heard some users saying that, well, I just have a lot of videos. I love using SD card. So this time, POCOPHONE F1 supports up to 256 GB SD card support. All right, this is something for Indonesia. We work very closely with the carriers here to ensure fast network performances. So today, we're announcing that we're supporting 4G plus Indonesia network. So for users of SmartFriend, XL, and Telkomsel, you get wider network coverage as well as faster data throughput. Okay, and not just that, for SmartFriend users, Dual VoLTE. This gives you amazing call quality even indoors. Okay, so to summarize what we've just seen, I like to use this tagline. It is everything you need and nothing you don't. Let's take a quick summary. First of all, Qualcomm Snapdragon 845, fastest in the industry. We have the new liquid cool technology that gives you sustained peak performances. Comes with a huge 4,000 milliamp battery and quick charge 3.0 right out of the box. Up to 6 GB of LPDDR4X RAM. 128 GB of the fastest UFS 2.1. And of course, for Indonesia, 4G plus network support. This is the ultimate performance champion. Now, I've talked so much, and I'm sure some of you are waiting for a great comparison video. So, we've decided to put POCOPHONE F1 to a test. Are you guys ready? All right. Let's take a look at the video. Pretty awesome. So with POCOPHONE F1, with all these amazing technologies, and especially when you zero in on performance and just perfect that, you get better frame rate when you play intensive games, you get better battery life, and you get better thermal performance, so your phone stays very, very cool. All right, so that is why we call the POCOPHONE F1 the master of speed. All right, thank you. So now on to design. If you remember, about 2-3 years ago, we launched the Mi 4i in Indonesia. And Mi 4i was a pretty popular model featuring an interesting polycarbonate design. We decided to take some inspiration from it. And let's see what the POCOPHONE F1 looks like. You can see that we have used hard-coated polycarbonate unibody. We went through many layers of color process to give you the exact matte finish on this phone. We've added a reinforced internal metal frame structure so that it holds very nicely to your hand. Polycarbonate is light, it's durable, it's non-slippery. And we've designed it and updated the design such that it actually competes with all the other modern designs you see out there. We like to call ourselves a minimalist when it comes to design. You can see the dual camera with the very beautiful red circles actually is placed in the center axis of the phone with our fingerprint sensor. This gives you a very symmetrical design that differs from a lot of the other phones you see in the market. Now, looking at to the bottom, you see a beautiful logo, of course, but also the USB Type-C that you expect from any flagship smartphones. Now, USB Type-C is a great innovation. Allows you to charge faster, allows you to charge it however you want. But a lot of brands actually forego something when they introduce Type-C. And the POCOPHONE team misses that feature a lot. So we've decided to bring it right back, right here. The POCOPHONE F1 comes with the 3.5mm headphone jack. This way, you can actually listen to music while charging quickly. Now, we've taken a look at how beautiful the size of POCOPHONE F1 looks like. So now let's take a look at the screen. You see that it features a full HD plus 6.18 edge-to-edge display. If we zoom in, the front display is protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass. I like the fact that it's ultra bright with 500 nits display. And of course, when it comes to color contrast, it has really high contrast ratio of 1,500 to 1, giving you very vivid and accurate colors. Let's take an even closer look. If we look at the notch, we actually packed a lot of useful things in there. You see that we have the proximity sensor, the earpiece, the 20 megapixel front camera, and of course, something that rarely you could find in flagship smartphones, the IR camera. So let's see what the tech media thinks about the inclusion of the IR camera. Android Central says that the POCOPHONE F1's Face Unlock feature is one of the fastest I've used to date. So I'd like to show you how amazing the IR camera works. Let's take a look at our head of product, Jay Mani's modeling in this video. Let's see if he looks handsome. Let's take a look. Of the display. So for those of you who just doesn't like the notch, we make it simple to hide it. With just a click of a button, well, it's gone, right? So the design is pretty simple and amazing. Well, we all love music here. So we actually put in some amazing audio technologies right into POCOPHONE F1. It comes with direct HD sound technology as well as the Duo Smart PA, giving you almost cinematic audio quality when you immerse yourself in a movie binge. This sound is truly amazing. I encourage you to try it later. We have 3 beautiful colors. My personal favorite, the graphite black. It blends in perfectly with the front-facing black panel. Now, if you're a colorful person, you'd like to add some colors to your life, we have the steel blue. It comes with this beautiful metallic sheen that gives it a kick to the design, if you may. This is another angle of the steel blue. Well, with graphite black and steel blue, sometimes we just want some flair in the life. We want something thrilling. We want to stand out. And for that, of course, the Rosso Red. It looks even more beautiful when you hold it yourself. This is another angle of it. Okay. Well, with this design, we need to make sure the phone is durable. We need to make sure that the quality is great. So we've actually put it to many tests before we ship it. A lot of tests to make sure that it's as durable as ever. And one of that I find very interesting is to prove that the phone is dust-free. And we actually roll it in corn flour environment. Maybe try it at home, perhaps. Okay, well, POCOPHONE F1 does not stop there. We want to take durability to the next level. So for all those who want something special, for all those who want something different and unique, we are bringing the POCOPHONE F1. We're bringing the POCOPHONE F1 Armored Edition to Indonesia. It uses a very unique Kevlar aramid fiber. In fact, there is only one supplier in the industry today that gives this Kevlar, and this is DuPont. We import this directly from USA. So it is a very, very unique finishing. Where else do we use this Kevlar aramid fiber? It's being used on space. The astronaut suit, the Kevlar aramid fiber keeps the astronauts safe in such harsh environment. And also, they use it in bulletproof vests. Of course, we don't encourage to shoot our phone, okay? Don't do that, please. Okay. But this unique finishing looks very premium. It looks beautiful. Let's put it side by side and take another look. It's just gorgeous. So POCOPHONE F1 is not just the master of speed. It's built to last. All right, let's finally take a look at our entire family of POCOPHONE F1. The graphite black, my personal favorite. The steel blue with some metallic sheen to it. The Rosso red for those who wants to show off. And finally, the unique, the exciting Armored Edition Kevlar. All right. Well, let's capture everything in an amazing product video we've spent hours working on for just you guys, okay? Let's get ready for an amazing video. Fasten your seatbelt and let's go. Wow, that video is just wow. My heart skipped a beat when I saw that. Wasn't that exciting? Thank you. So POCOPHONE F1 is the true master of speed. We hope you agree. Today, apart from performance, let's take a look at camera. Camera is becoming more and more important for our smartphone users. So we're pleased to say that we've paired our AI dual camera with the 12 megapixel Sony IMX363 primary sensor. This sensor actually was also adopted in Pixel 2 by Google, and we all know that Pixel 2 is one of the best camera phones you can find in the market today. The amazing thing about this is that it comes with a massive 1.4 micron large pixel size, allowing even more light to come into your sensor so you can take photos in the dark. And to top it off, we're adding the dual pixel autofocus technology. It has 12 million focus points, such that now you can autofocus on pictures even faster, even simpler. With amazing hardware, we need to further fine-tune it because we know how important camera is. Therefore, we've run many tests, hours and hours of tuning to get the right focusing speed just for you. We've decided to pit our POCOPHONE F1 with Samsung S9 to see who has faster focusing speed. Let's take a look. Short and sweet, very, very fast and crisp focusing. With all these amazing hardware and software, now you can get clear and sharp photos, and you can just shoot in the blink of an eye. The beautiful thing about this is that now you can capture objects, people, animals, whatever is moving fast in motion. Let's take a look at what the tech review says. GSM Arena. The image quality is excellent in broad daylight. Photos are sharp, detailed, and noise is almost non-existent. The contrast is superb. The colors are accurate and lively. The dynamic range is nothing short of stunning, and we never even had to turn on HDR. The auto HDR won't even trigger in most scenes. We don't need it. That's how good the camera is. Let's take a look at what we have captured so far. This is a beautiful street dancer performing in Berlin. You can see that there are amazing graffiti in the background, wonderful color reproduction. But the best part about this photo is that the street dancer was moving in very, very fast motion, and we captured him at the exact moment. Another extreme sports athlete riding the bike and flying right off the track, we managed to capture him as well. And perhaps my favorite, a skateboarder. He's flying right off at top speed with color bombs right around him. And we managed to capture the smoke as well as him zooming right past the color bombs. I like to call this series the I Believe I Can Fly series of photos. Now, with POCOPHONE F1, you can fly and your friends can actually capture you right at the exact moment. Of course, we talked about AI. We talked about how powerful 845 is with AI. So this time, we have some amazing real-time AI technology that perfects your photo for you. Let's take a look at AI backlit. This is a very challenging photo to take. You can see that there's a lot of light actually coming right into the camera, so you can't see the details. Well, now with AI, you don't need to worry about it anymore. Simply turn on, and you can see that all the background details come right to your phone. If you want to see the outlines of the person, with a simple click, and you get the silhouette of the person. It's just that easy. The AI technology also recognizes more than 200 scenes across 25 categories. So now it can detect cats, it can detect dogs, it can detect sunlight, moonlight, evening, fog, everything just for you. It makes taking amazing photos very, very simple. Now, this is my first time in Jakarta, but I've heard that many of you are big foodies. So, this is our AI camera. You can see that we've turned it on, focusing on a very delicious dim sum, maybe. And you can see that it automatically recognizes it and turns it into a food icon. That's when you know the AI technology is doing the hard work for you. This is another photo taken in France. Pretty popular church. And this photo has pretty amazing colors, but it's a little bit on the dimmer side. You don't see the details as much as you would like on the building. So now, with POCOPHONE F1's AI technology, we immediately corrected everything for you, so you get the details you need in the main object. With amazing hardware, amazing AI technology, let's take a look at some snaps. A frog. When you take photo at such close range, you can actually see the moist skin of the frog. It's absolutely clear and crisp. Let's take a look at another. You can see that the pattern on the shell of the snail is quite a mouthful. It has the golden ratio pattern, exceptionally clear. But what is even more amazing is the leaf veins. You can see them very, very clearly in this photo. Nature is powerful, but POCOPHONE F1's camera is even more powerful to capture the beauty of nature. Really beautiful photo, a shot of Rashtrapati Bhawan taken by one of our traveler photographer. You can see the beautiful pink as well as the reflection of it on the river. This is how gorgeous it is, even under lower light condition. One more, just for the sake of it. This is an underground tunnel in London. You can see that even in the dark, we managed to reproduce all these amazing yellow lights and the details in an indoor environment. Pretty cool, yeah? Well, we did not stop there. Last night when we were rehearsing, we were a little bit hungry. So we decided to take our POCOPHONE F1 out for a spin. Central Park. Right outside of this venue is the amazing Central Park shopping mall. You can see once again, under the dark conditions, all the lights came up very, very brightly. All the details, all the sharp details without any grainness. That's how amazing the camera is. And just one more, right outside of a small restaurant. You can see the words, what they're selling today, today's menu, very, very clearly in this photo. Well, you might wonder, who's taking these photos? Are these professional photographers? Well, this time, we've decided to invite some POCOPHONE explorers to do some of this for us. Who are they? You guys know them. Let's take a look. All right. We have Anwar, Rio, Hendrawan, Fajar, and Farisi doing some amazing photos for us. Let's take a look at their work, shall we? Okay. Gorgeous photo. You can see the grasses blending in right in with the sky. I wish I was there with them, but we were preparing this PPT. Okay, another one. Someone holding the flower in the forest. Look at the blurred bouquet background. Very, very creamy, but the front comes out very sharp. Another one taken in Bandung. See, amazing colors. Very, very nice landscape. Another one. Very, very beautiful and elegant. Finally, one of the ones that they captured, people dancing. Okay. So we all know how amazing the POCOPHONE camera is, right? Now, the exciting section. Let's take a look at the front camera. Before we do that, we all know you guys love to take amazing selfies, right? Okay. Well, I've decided right on the spot to take some amazing selfies with everyone. Are you guys ready? Okay. All right. Now, lights on. Get ready, guys. All right. 1, 2, 3. Right here. Here. 1, 2, 3. One more with the fans right there. 1, 2. Okay. Thank you. So follow our Instagram account, POCOPHONE ID, and get the selfie, okay? All right. Amazing selfies come with 20 megapixel high resolution front camera. So now you can be very confident and just smile when you take selfies. This camera has an amazing technology. Comes with the original pixel size, right? But we added a super pixel technology that gives you 1.8 micron large pixel, capturing great low lights. Well, AI Beautify is important. For some of us who might have some acne or pimples, don't worry. With AI Beautify, now you get the perfect skin of a celebrity. Let's take a look at some selfie shots. You can see this is a model from Russia. Very, very clear shots into the eyes, beautiful hair strands. And not just for one person, we have a group selfie mode, so you can actually enjoy selfies with your friends. And before we go to the next one, this person coming up is your favorite. It's the crowd's favorite. It's the fans' favorite. And she is the popular Akinda. So I've learned this pose, so everyone should try this pose like that right there. Okay, this is the Aginda's pose, okay? That makes you even look better in your selfie. Just one more for you, okay? All right. So she's here in the audience, so make sure you click a photo with her before you leave. So I'm pleased to say that everyone can now take amazing photos. Okay. We talked about performance, and we talked about camera. Now, onto the software experience. Being the master of speed, we can't just give you the best hardware. We need to make sure our software is on par with the hardware. So today, we have redesigned MIUI specifically for POCOPHONE. We're calling it the MIUI for Poco, fast and fluid. It comes with 3 major features upgrade: the Poco launcher, a turbocharged engine, and amazingly fast updates. Let's take a look at Poco launcher. Some of you actually said that I want something closer to the stock Android feel. Well, we've listened to your feedback. The Poco launcher now comes with an app drawer and customizations. Just swipe up and you get the brand new app drawer. It has speedier app search. Very, very easy to use. It's also smart app drawer. Now the app drawer automatically categorizes your apps for you. You can see that we can categorize it into communications, tools, games. Very, very simple. For those of you who are color sensitive, if you remember apps by colors, now we have this option. If you think about Facebook, you think about blue. Just tap blue and everything comes out. As simple as that. But perhaps my favorite. Sometimes you just don't want to work. Sometimes you just want to play games. But you should not tell your boss that, right? So we made it easy to hide your games in the drawer just in case your bosses walk by. With 2 swipes to the left, now you can choose the apps, hide it right in there, and no one knows you have games in your phone. You can show your phone to everyone and say, I've been working hard, okay? All right, of course, icon pack. So we believe we have great design flair. But of course, some of you want something different. Some of you want something personalized. So we support DIY. We support do-it-yourself. With just a few clicks, you can easily change the icons to something that you like. So POCOPHONE F1 is personalized just for you. The Poco launcher is so good. It's so smart. It's so simple to use that we think we should not be greedy and keep it to the POCOPHONE users. We should make it widely available to everyone, including other brands. So we've decided to make it available on Google Play in just 2 days' time. You can download it and apply it to your smartphone right away. The second thing, turbocharged engine. We've decided to make MIUI even faster, lighter, speedier, because we've heard your feedback. Faster app startup. Every day, we fire apps so many times. And we've decided to give the apps you want to fire a VIP channel. It works like this. In the past, without this optimization, you have to go past many obstacles in order to fire your app. With MIUI for Poco, now your apps have a VIP track. We've decided to optimize all the top apps that you use in Indonesia to give you a 28% faster experience when you fire the app. Let's take a look how it compares with the other flagship smartphone system. So POCOPHONE F1 out of 55 times won 40 times, a dominating performance. Now you no longer need to wait for the app to start up. It fires up before you can even blink your eye. It's that fast. Okay, faster foreground app. These days, there are many, many great apps on smartphones that make your lives easier. You open many of them and they stay in the background. And sometimes the phone slows down. This is the reason. It's because the system actually provides resources evenly to all the smartphones in your background. We don't think that should be the case. So we've decided to dynamically allocate these resources to the app you're running right now. So let's take a look at how this actually affects your gaming experience. This is your favorite game, I've heard. PUBG Mobile. We've decided to optimize your PUBG Mobile experience. And this means that when you're actually in a very intense shooting game, you don't need to wait. You can actually shoot your enemy before they shoot you because we have optimized the network latency for you. Now you can be a champion in PUBG Mobile. I've heard that Stephen Shi, on his free time, loves playing this game. So make sure you challenge him, okay? That is the PUBG Mobile for you. Now, when it comes to speed, we want to make sure that every single detail is taken care of. Let's look at swiping. I personally probably swipe the phone 100 plus times a day. And if you think about if every swipe becomes faster, you can save so much time a day. You can do a lot more. So we've decided to increase things like the sensitivity of your screen. We've decided to optimize animations. Every single second matters for the master of speed. So I'm pleased to tell you that we are 21% faster, even compared with stock Android. This is how fast MIUI for Poco is. And of course, we've done a lot of the hard work in the background, so you don't have to worry about speed ever again. Fast updates. You all here are probably power users of smartphones, and you care about updates. So we've made it a commitment to make sure that your smartphones are always up to date with the latest security patches. For the Android lovers, Android P, I'm pleased to tell you that MIUI for Poco will be updated to Android P by Q4 2018, very, very soon. And of course, for those who are developers, for those who likes to tinker the phone themselves, POCOPHONE F1, the kernel open source is available right now. So MIUI for Poco, fast and fluid, redesigned, optimized based on your feedback. It's amazingly fast. So let's take a look at a beautiful video we've provided for you to summarize the amazing MIUI for Poco. That is the brand new MIUI for Poco, making the POCOPHONE F1 one of the fastest and smoothest to use. We've talked a lot about performance, camera, and software experience. So just in case you forget and you want the details again, let's take a look. POCOPHONE F1 uses the best Android processor in the world today, Snapdragon 845. We paired it with the liquid cool technology that gives you sustained peak performances, 4,000 milliamp industry-leading high-capacity battery with quick charge 3.0 right from the box, the fastest RAM in the market, 6 GB, the fastest storage, 128 GB, UFS 2.1, 12+5 AI dual camera with dual pixel autofocus, 20 megapixel front camera with amazing selfies that we all just took, infrared face unlock, one of the fastest face unlock you can ever experience. And of course, amazing hardware comes with the beautifully optimized MIUI for Poco. So that is the product for today. But of course, we all know that to be a leading smartphone brand, you need to have great services. So POCOPHONE F1, you can now enjoy the 50+ service centers right here in Indonesia. And we are expanding very, very rapidly on this front. Another wonderful news for all of you. POCOPHONE F1 that are selling in Indonesia will all be Kami Buatan Indonesia. And of course, with a great brand, a great product, great quality, great services, of course, we need great partners. So today, we're very pleased to announce an online e-commerce exclusive partnership with one of your favorite e-commerce platforms, Lazada. So, we have a VIP in the audience, Mr. Bob Spranger, the Chief Business Officer of Lazada with us today. So I'd like to invite Mr. Spranger on stage to say a few words for us. Mr. Spranger, please.
Hello.
Thank you, Mr. Spranger. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Elvin. Thank you. Good afternoon. Oh, I was so happy that today Stephen wouldn't be on stage, a great speaker. And then we have another, maybe even better speaker, Elvin, today. Great words, and what a great launch of a new product and a new phone again. I'll keep it short. I'm Bob Sprengers, CCO of Lazada, as you've just seen. And I want to express three things. First of all, that I'm very excited to be part of the launch today of such a new brand, I can say, and a product, POCOPHONE F1. I mean, we've seen the journey of the last couple of years. We've seen the brand grow. We've seen Xiaomi becoming the model, the brand for affordable and very qualitative, high quality and innovative products. And now we have a new brand with this launch, this product, the POCOPHONE F1, that I foresee a great future for it. So thank you for bringing this to Indonesia, and thank you for picking us as a partner. I'm really looking forward to grow this brand and model as well. And secondly, Lazada really likes to engage with its brands and consumers, and we have some very engaging consumers in the audience, the Mi fans. I think, how are we going to POCOPHONE Mi fans in the back? And I know next week there's a big event, and I'm very pleased to say that we will be there, and we would love to engage and entertain much more with you next week. So I'm really looking forward to next week as well, to talk and to elaborate on our relationship. Then thirdly, but definitely not the last point, but very important, next week we will have our first electronics super brand day in Indonesia and across the region actually, but also in Indonesia. And we will do that together with Xiaomi. And we will bring a lot of products. We will definitely bring Now, I won't say too much what we will bring, actually. We'll keep it a surprise, and I won't give anything away. But it will definitely be a lot of new products. There will be extremely good deals, as you're used from us, and we work very closely together to bring an engaging and entertainment day to you guys, where you can not only buy new products, where you can not only get the best prices, but where you can also be entertained and look for new stuff. So that's next week, the 6th of September. So looking forward to that as well. Those three things, I want to leave it there. I just want to give another thank you to the POCOPHONE F1, and I'm looking forward to what it will bring. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sprenger. Now, the most exciting section for today. Prize. Are you guys ready? Ready for the prize? Well, before we review it, let's see what the media says. POCOPHONE F1 officially released The Price is Really Superb by Droid Lime. Xiaomi released POCOPHONE F1 with plenty of flagship technology and a surprising price. So would the Indonesia price be surprising as well? Let's also see what the Explorer says. We have some great quotes from them. We have Anwar saying that Snapdragon 845 for the great multitasking experience, great AI dual camera, great IR camera to unlock securely and extremely fast, USB Type-C, fast charging. Rio, the new UI in MIUI is totally different. And to be honest, I love this MIUI for Poco more than the common MIUI. Hendrowan, POCOPHONE F1 is the best and fastest smartphone I have ever used. Fajar, speed, camera, user interface, user experience, super fast face along, the awesome sound booster. You can find it in one smartphone. It's POCOPHONE F1. And of course, Farisi, the smartphone is really the answer of all Indonesia Mi fans' prayers. We are glad that we have answered your prayers. Are we ready for the prize? One more price comparison. Almost there, almost there. Let's compare with some other popular flagship. POCOPHONE F1, Samsung S9, iPhone 10. Again, POCOPHONE F1 comes with Snapdragon 845 flagship Android processor. It has the liquid cool technology to give you the sustained peak performances. Comes with 4,000 milliamp industry-leading large capacity battery, the fastest RAM, the fastest storage in the market. So, the moment is almost here. POCOPHONE F1, 6 plus 64, the master of speed, the champion of performance, the dream smartphones for all Indonesian smartphone users. The price is starting at ₹4.499 million. For those of you who want just a little bit more video storage, the 6 plus 128 GB, this is available at ₹4.99 million. Both variants start under 5 million rupiah, making it the most affordable Snapdragon 845 flagship smartphones in Indonesia by miles. Let's take a look at the comparison one more time. POCOPHONE F1, when you compare with Samsung S9, iPhone 10, is on par or beats them in hardware. This is how crazy the price to spec ratio is for POCOPHONE F1. We are trying to deliver innovations that truly matter to many more of you, so you can finally enjoy the benefits that innovation brings. For our fans, for the collectors, for the believers, the POCOPHONE F1 Armored Edition is available in the 6+128 configuration. And the price of this is 5.199 million rupiah. I'm as excited as all of you. Of course, with such a wonderful smartphone, we don't want anything to happen to it. Not that it will, because it's built to last. But we are including a free super soft case right out of the box, just in case you want to protect your most beloved smartphone. Let's talk about availability. POCOPHONE F1 is available just 3 days from now on Lazada, as well as me.com is relaunching to celebrate POCOPHONE F1. And all the authorized Me store, you can find them as well. With such a great smartphone, Indonesia is a very important market for us. But we are also going global. POCOPHONE F1 is going to sell in 50+ countries. With some of these countries, when you travel there, you can see, hopefully, many POCOPHONE users. So at this point of time, with the prize, let's do a photo op. So let's invite the country manager of Xiaomi Indonesia, Mr. Stephen Shi, on stage for the photo op, please. Stephen.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so let's do 2 in the front, and then we will do 2 at the back. Okay. Okay, left. Okay, right.
Okay.
Okay, quick flip to the back of the phone. On the left. Okay, on the right. You want one at the front?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, 你的往前，对。Okay, get ready. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Okay, just a really quick summary. POCOPHONE F1, the master speed starts at 4.499 million rupiah. The 6+128, 4.99 million rupiah. And the Armored Edition, 5.199 million rupiah. Okay, this is the wrap of the product and the event. But before we end, of course, we really thank you for coming. And we all know you have a beautiful POCOPHONE t-shirt that is designed for comfort, right? But we have a small token of gesture for you. We have a small token of gesture for you. Okay, we have a small token of gesture, but before I review that, I want to thank all Xiaomi Indonesia colleagues for putting together this show for us today. So all Xiaomi Indonesia colleagues, can you please stand up? Can you please stand up so that we can give you a round of applause? Okay, thank you Xiaomi Indonesia colleagues, thank you so much. So once again, we thank you so much for your attention, for your love, for your trust in the brand. So for all those who are attending the event today, we want to make sure you get to buy a POCOPHONE F1 at the first sale. So all of you will get an F code today, right here, right now, so you can buy it on me.com on the 30th. So for all of you who wants to try out the phone, who wants to see how it looks in real person, we have a beautiful experience center right at the back for you to take photos and to enjoy the POCOPHONE F1. Thank you once again. Thank you for all of those who watched us over the live stream. And this concludes the POCOPHONE F1 launch event. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Tepuk tangan sekali lagi untuk Xiaomi Indonesia. Give another round of applause for Xiaomi Indonesia. Kami mengundang terlebih dahulu jajaran direksi, rekan-rekan media, manajemen, dan Xiaomi Business Partner untuk dapat langsung menuju Experience Zone. We would like to invite first Board of Directors, media, management, and Xiaomi Business Partners to go directly to the Experience Zone. Kepada para Mi Fans, kami mohon untuk menunggu sebentar sebelum bersama-sama mencoba produk terbaru dari Xiaomi, yaitu POCOPHONE F1. For fellow Mi Fans, please wait for your turn to try the latest product of Xiaomi, POCOPHONE F1. Kami ingatkan juga kepada seluruh hadirin untuk menukarkan tiket Anda dengan F-Code yang telah tersedia di meja registrasi. Terima kasih. We also would like to remind all audience to exchange your ticket for a F-Code at the registration table. Thank you.